but we know the industry is going to change, and we've got to be open-minded with it. Thank you for listening. If anyone's got any questions, fire away.
I've answered them all.
I've got questions. Clearly, Mastermind did a really successful business over the last 10 years and looks in good shape. What keeps you awake at night? What do you see on the horizon which is going to derail the master plan?
What stops me from sleeping?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm very good at falling asleep. I do wake up very early in the mornings. I think for me, it's a little bit boring, really. But when I refer back to the sort of the wheel of borrowing money and investing and paying back debt and what have you, it's we have to run. Unfortunately, we have to run our businesses like accountants. We have to make sure that everything adds up, and sometimes we have to make hard decisions with assets, and we have to decide where we invest our time and effort, and when we need to close a title, for example. We're not in the luxury of being able to support products that have no potential for being profitable. I mean, in our business, we've got over 65 brands, and 80% of the revenue, you won't be surprised, comes from the top 15 titles, and 80% of the profitability comes from the top 12. Nobody wants to close a title really, because once it's gone, and we don't necessarily know what the future prospects are and where the revenue's coming from. I've said how some titles might survive and be profitable only because they have bookazines from recycling their content. Some may be because of the digital circulation or digital advertising. I don't want to be the person to close a product that's been running for 120 years. And obviously there are implications for people working on products. So I think we have a responsibility to try and manage our assets in a profitable way, while remembering, what we're trying to do, what are the core values, so it's that, it's trying to keep things healthy and relevant.
Any more from Tesco?
If you could do one thing differently, Steve, what would it be with the benefit of hindsight?
If I could do one thing differently, if I could be a publisher in the 1980s with the costs of today, that would be what I'd do differently. So, I suppose someone else may have said that, but the revenues back then were great, weren't they? But as I said, costs were a lot higher in terms of production. But I think, but we do learn things, and do you know what? It would be good if we could the things we know now, if we would have known before. Yeah. I can't think of anything else in terms of. We like to be we are passionate about what we do, we are enthusiastic, and we like to be committed. I've got Anne Saundry in the room here, who bought Aeroplane magazine from me, and maybe if I had my time again, I wouldn't have sold it.
That's honest.
But it went to the right place. Yeah.
Any more questions for Steve? Okay. Well, first of all, can I offer my sincere thanks on all of your behalves, but from a personal note also, to Steve for agreeing to take this on. You've been a relatively small audience, but a very attentive one. What's really good about this is we've got it all on film, so now we will take this and we will put it onto the new Training Foundation website. So if what you've heard this afternoon you think would be helpful to people in your teams to hear about this 30-year evolution and all the great information that Steve's given, then please refer them to it. It'll be on the website this afternoon, I think. You could even go and see it on the stand. So thank you, Steve, very, very much. It was most entertaining, as I knew it would be, and thank you all for coming.